YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Nigel coming back at y'all with yet another video. And yes, you saw the title. Today we're figuring out what is the perfect rep range to build muscle. Let's go. Alright, so let's talk about rep ranges. Chances are if you clicked on this video, you're looking to maximize your progress in the gym through rep ranges, and creating a good workout regimen with the perfect amount of reps is one of the best ways to actually do this. Now let's first look at the categories that your rep ranges will affect. There's three factors that we have to consider. So the first one is muscular endurance. Now this is simply the ability for your muscle to exert force over a period of time repetitively and consistently. So let's take, for example, you're benching 135 pounds in January. In October, now you can bench 20 reps on the bench. That means that you increase your muscular endurance. The second one is muscular strength. It's pretty obvious. They kind of say it in the name. But if you increase your muscular strength, it'll help you increase your 1 rep max. You'll be stronger, obviously, and you'll be able to exert more force on any object that you want to put it on. And the last one is hypertrophy. And this is what people go to the gym for more often than not. This is simply when you increase the volume of your muscles. Now, the rep ranges that you do definitely changes the ability for you to build up each of these skills. So let's look at that. If you've been in the fitness industry for any amount of time, you have probably heard of these different rep ranges and how they affect you. For 1 to 5 reps, they usually say that will help you increase muscular strength. For 6 to 12, they say that's great for hypertrophy. And then 15 and up, they say it's really good for endurance. But we don't go off of assumptions over here. So let's look at the actual data and see what it actually says. So in this article, they separated people into groups. They had the high-low group and the low-low group. Now, if anybody wants to look at this article, I'm going to leave it down below. You want to look at the information in its entirety. But for the low-low group, they were designated to doing 25 to 35 repetitions on an exercise, and it was performed at approximately 30% to 50% of their 1 rep max, and they did this to failure. Now, the second group, they also performed their workouts to failure, but they were designated to doing 8 to 12 repetitions at approximately 70 to 80% of their 1 rep max. So as you can see for this chart right here, we have the results for the low-low and the high-low group on muscular volume. And as you can see right here for the quadriceps, biceps, and the triceps, there was no significant difference between the low-low group and the high-low group.
What does that even mean?
I got you. Don't worry about it. So basically what this means is that if you're doing a whole bunch of repetitions, going for quote-unquote muscular endurance, like people say, it won't actually affect your muscle gains as far as the hypertrophy that you gain. And if you want to do a lot lower reps, let's say you want to do 8 to 12 or 6 to 12, it shouldn't affect your hypertrophy. Just make sure when you're doing the workout that you're going towards failure. So the second thing that they tested for the high-low and the low-low group was their muscular strength changes. And for the muscular strength, it was a big difference between the high-low and the low-low group. The people that were doing lower repetitions, which was called the high-low group, they ended up experiencing a lot more strength gains than the people who just did a whole bunch of reps at a lower percentage of their 1 rep max. And then the final factor that they tested was their muscular endurance. And for muscular endurance, it was basically the same result. There was a big difference in the people who did high repetitions. The people who did high repetitions, which is called the low-low group, they ended up experiencing a lot more of an increase in their muscular endurance than the people who just focused on a higher percentage of their 1 rep max. So in conclusion of this article, it was found that if you want to increase your muscular endurance, it is best to do high repetitions for this. If you want to increase your muscular strength, make sure you stick to lower repetitions. But if your main goal is hypertrophy, the 6 to 12 range does not actually hold true. You can go up a little bit more if you want to do higher repetitions, let's say 15 to 20, and do a lower percentage of your 1 rep max. You can do that and still build a considerable amount of muscle. And from this article, the same amount of muscle as somebody doing the 6 to 12 rep range. It's the same thing for building muscular strength. If you want to build muscular strength, you'll also be seeing hypertrophy gains as long as you're pushing yourself towards failure. And I personally find this information great for people who have injury history, or you just want to switch up your workout routine. If you have injury history, a lot of times you lifting heavier weights does not aid in you recovering from any injury. So you being able to do Lower weights in a higher repetition type of set will definitely help you. But if you're just trying to get out the gym fast like me, that's exactly why I stick to lower repetitions. But if you want to make a workout, just make sure that you go to failure, and that's all you really have to worry about. So if you want to build more muscle in the gym, the simple answer is just train harder than last time and provide progressive overload, and you should be fine and see great results. But if you like this video, chances are you might want to check out my 5-minute ab workout. So you want to check that video out, click this video right here. I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.